Hello. Hello, everyone. My name's Sugi Yamagawa, and today we're going to be building a shop cart on the stream. And give me a moment to pull up an example. So this is kind of what we're going to be going for here today. So it's going to consist of two shelves, one up towards the top, one towards the bottom. And then it's going to have some legs with like a top rail. And yeah, it looks like a pretty simple, straightforward build, and it'd be a good time. So let's introduce you to the materials. Let's see here. Yeah. Well, that will go live away. So I've got my first piece of wood here. So for this, due to the fact that it's going to be made out of a lot of long pieces of wood, we're going to be working with 2x3s for the legs, and then we'll also be working with 1x4s for the edge of the shelves, and then we've got some plywood that we'll cut on the table saw, and then that will be like the base for the shelves. So we're going to go ahead and get started by getting the 2x3s cut up. We're going to need 4 25-inch legs. So the first thing I'm going to do is raise up my board. Just so that way when I go to cut, oh, fun. I can have like the saw fall through the thing. So we're gonna want 25 inches. Small mark there. And we'll grab the speed square. Bring the speed square up to our mark. We'll turn that into a big mark. Okay. So that's going to be for our first leg. Grab the handsaw. Out. And then I'm going to take a side of this is that's the better side. So I'm going to bring this piece of 2x4 scrap right about up to my line. And then that's going to help set my blade. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting. Look. So since we got started, let's see here. Oh, yeah, that changed the balance on that. Good, we got. So we got our first piece of 2x3 cut. So I'm going to use individually. How do I want to do this? go ahead and use it as like a reference piece. So we'll use the first piece that we cut and use it as a reference piece for the second. So that will be our line. And then we'll take our handy dandy tape measure and we will confirm our length. Actually, there we go. That's 25. You know, I'll be doing that. Probably bring this out a little bit more. Oh, that's better. That's a lot better. So, second cut, same as the first. Actually, now let's try doing this without the block. Okay. Probably gonna get in the way of the saw. So. There's a little bit of unevenness to the cuts, but I think we might be able to work that out at table saw later. So, how much board do I have left? Or do we have left? Or less than 45 inches. So, we'll be able to get one more leg out of this. Grab that. This piece. Okay, so we'll use that as a reference. Go on. Piece will go over there. And we will check our line with the tape measure. I want to restrike that one. Oh. This. Right above the EE on that. On that stamp. Okay. That feels better. So, we will now proceed to begin the cut for third leg. Oh. Okay. Tension the blade, so. Hey now. Ooh. Yikes. Well, we can always shorten that up. What's doing? I have a nice factory in that end, so. Let's see. How long are you? How long is this piece of 2x4? Ooh. A little over 20 inches. We might actually be able to. We'll probably use this thing. Gotta take a bit off that end though, but it'll be fine. So this piece will go over there. And we'll grab our next piece. Whoop. And okie dokie. So we're looking to get our final leg out of this. Okay. All this is really making me appreciate the day when I finally do a miter stand build. Because breaking down this stuff with the handsaw is a bit tedious. Go away. Aim. Whoop. Go. Oh, that is the 4 leg pieces for the build. Next up is, so we got 1 scrap piece from the other full 8 foot 2x3. So for this one, I'm gonna need to cut my 18 inch. Get that piece. Get our mark. And install some wood. Okay. Oh, it's a scrap. It's gonna get set off to the side. And we'll use this piece later. Granted, since we will be using the table saw later to actually cut panel pieces for the ends of the shelving, I'll actually go ahead and basically we're gonna break up the boards now, but we'll finish like the edges and make them even and smooth and nice at the table saw later. So time for our next board. Our next piece. So, okay, so grab a few of those. I'm actually gonna grab those and set them off to the side. Get them out of the way. Oh. This 1x4. This is what a 1x4 looks like. It's different. This is what a 2x4 looks like. We're gonna be using these for the so for the shelves, they're gonna have like a little like perimeter thing around them, and this is gonna be the wood for that. So we're gonna need let's see here. We're gonna need we need 4 pieces for two shelves of 24-inch, and then we're gonna need what? Well, actually, let's answer this question now. We're gonna need pieces. So the shelf is gonna be exactly 18 by 24 inches. Could be. This is like, it's almost a 3/4 across. So since the shelf is going to be 20, because we're going to cut the long sides perfectly 24, maybe a hair bit longer, just so that way we have a little bit of extra material to take off the edges a little bit. See. So we'll probably cut, I don't know, we'll probably do like 17 inches. Probably don't need to do it like exactly like that, but oh, let's get our first mark going here. There we go. We'll cut this. And oh yeah, just like a quick aside note comment. The reason why this looks tedious is because the current best way I have for breaking down long boards is on the table saw, and breaking down long boards on the table saw is just generally not a great idea. So I'm going to be hand sawing all my like long stuff for today. The next build I have planned for the channel is to actually make a good and proper miter saw station, which will allow me to break long pieces of material like this on the miter saw station, and that is going to be an absolute wonderful quality of life improvement. But for now, it's hand sawing. Actually. A little bit of that hand saw ASMR in there. Uh-oh. Oh, don't shift too much on me, board. Up. What? Please hang out there. Actually, pinch out a little bit. There, a lot better. Actually, we got a bit of a thing to do. Okay, so that is, since the other end of this board, this is the cut. and this is the factory edge. I'm going to put just a piece of blue tape there to mark that I don't need to worry about cutting that later to straighten it out. So we'll go ahead and make mark. And we'll continue breaking down some lumber. That's one more piece. And it's going. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's 3 pieces of that stuff. Nub here. How much length do I got? Okay, so we're under 24 inches left on this. So this will be, we'll take it side to side, and this will become one of our 17 inches. That's what that's going to. Yeah. Here's our next board. Okay. There. Let's see, which mark is truer? And we'll take the outer one. Or in between, honestly, in between those two would be fine. So this will be our last 24-inch piece for the long sides of the ship. mark. So that is our factory edge. Four. Okay. Marked. Into the other board. Bloop. Okay. So now we can start getting our 17-inch boards. Okay. First one of those, well, we technically have another one, but it's an off piece from the other board that we're going to have to trim down. So, but yeah, this is going to get so much easier once once I have an actual like miter saw stand. This is going to be a lot easier to do. Right now, definitely a little tedious. Kind of sucks a bit, but not end of the world by any means. And time for, it's gonna be probably our last measuring mark. Okay. Blade your pension. Woo. A little long, but that's okay because we're gonna actually cut them all down a bit. So this is going to be scrap material Probably get used in some other build some other time. Meantime, block this, block that, and that stuff over there. Okay. I'll bring pieces here. So, got close. This needs to get cut down still, but that's going to happen eventually. And then we have these pieces. Oh. But this is not all we need. We're going to need two panels, which are going to form the bottoms of our shelves. I've got some 1/2-inch plywood here. And I'm going to start prepping. Wait. Lock table saw. I want 18 inches. Oh. Table saw. Table saw Coon wants more room. Okay. We're gonna check that, right? Okay. And now I gotta think about my decisions, because can't be having... Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. So, one of the things I need to think about right now, and let's go to the table saw to think about it together a little bit, is between here and my blade, I've got my 18 inches, but I need 18 inches over on this side of the blade. I want my offcut to be here. And your offcut being between the fence and the blade is very bad. And I have a nearly 20, well, actually it's 48 inches. It's a 48-inch long piece by 2 feet. So if I want 18 inches here, I'm gonna need 30 inches here. So what that's gonna mean is I'm gonna have to realign my fence, take it and well, putting all the project pieces on the work table has backfired immensely. And this almost makes me wish that I had some sort of shop utility cart to put pieces on while I'm using the workbench or the table saw or anything else. Huh, it's almost like this is the reason why we're doing this build here today. Granted, this will be a nice quality of life thing to have in the shop. Or at least I'm certainly looking forward to it. And that needs to go to about there. Okay. So we now have 30 inches between here and there. Yep. So let's grab some plywood. Ugh. Okay, and just make sure I have some nice I just want to make sure it will run along the fence well. I feel like I have a good control over it because whenever you're running like larger pieces across your table saw, or honestly, it's a good idea if you're doing anything at the table saw, is to kind of just like get a feel for how the piece moves and how you want to like put pressure on it. So I'll grab handy dandy push stick, and since we will be making egregious amounts of sawdust, safety equipment. So fire this up. Okay, so is this panel? It's a bit under 18, because that's fine. So, actually a bit under 24 inches, but that's fine, because this here is gonna determine the ultimate size of the shelf for the utility cart. So, this is our first piece done. Over there. And then we'll bring tungsten. Had it set 30 inches. Bring it in. It's gonna give me 20 inches out here. I want 6 more. We're gonna carry this back out and set this. There we go. So how long is this? Should be 30 inches. So it's 30 inches across. I want 18 inches here. I want 12 inches here. So okay. And kind of give a bit more of a money shot for all you folks out there. Good. Will be our scrap piece. Oh, it's going to go over in scrap piece land. Project piece. For measurements. They're a bit under 18. Two feet. Good. So we've got 2 pieces of plywood for 2 shelves. So I'm going to back this out a little bit. And then we're going to go back to all our earlier project pieces that kind of had like rough ends to them. Oh, yeah, like that. So we'll just, I'll probably actually take the fence off for this entirely. And then we'll use miter gauge. What we'll do is we'll just do like really thin passes, and that will square this edge to this fence. That way, kind of crisp, clean. So let's go ahead and straighten up some legs then. Okay, that's fun. So this part of the blade guard isn't hitting my sacrificial fence on the miter gauge, and it's not going to let me make the cuts I want. So, excuse me, I have to go get the riving knife for this saw. One riving knife. Blade guard and replace it with the riving knife. And kids, always disconnect power from your tools. How do I do things in that order? Why do I do things in the order I do them in? Start blade out first. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. That. Put plates in. Probably also need to raise that blade a little bit. Okay. Okay, cool. We're ready to power the saw. And see, look how much clean and crisper our edges are. Granted, we did lose some length, so how much length did we lose? I don't think we lost a lot. Okay, so we're currently sitting at 24 3/4. Plenty fine enough for the specs of this, though. Let's see here. Make sure this is gonna need 2 edges done. One of you. Okay, so you're. Wait, what? Okay. Pretty sure I marked one of you. Okay, you're done. One of you should have a factory edge. You, I'm not sure. Huh. 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 Well, at least one of these 2x3s came with a factory edge on them, but they all don't look like they're factory edges that I need to re-square. Okay. Keep on keeping on. So, okay. Oh. So. I have a lot squarer ends now, but what's my shortest one? My shortest. There's a difference between that and that's not. Yeah, that's definitely tear off some of these. So. Use that as reference, and then we're going to take air off these two, but we're going to want a nice big, kind of a bit more than a quarter inch off this one. Okay, let's see. How are these pieces looking now? Hot diggity dog. Perfect. Pretty darn close. I can live with that. So that's all. So that's those 2x3s done. On these two. As you can see, one definitely a lot longer than the other. Let's see here. This one actually factory there. That's just an edge that quarter off that. This one. I need to take a sliver off this cut end on my longer one, and then once I take a sliver off that, I can figure out how much I want to take. So these are going to be the tops of the leg rails. Confirm it with. Cool. So we'll need to just cut a little chunk off here, right there. And that will be the end of working with the 2x3s. Cool. Cool. Those are those pieces done. We gotta play with all this. But thankfully these are smaller pieces, so... Actually... Ace. There you go. Just want your blade to be a fair bit proud of the... Oh. That... Those two have factory edges. One also has a factory edge. Cool, 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 cool. So, start with these. Wait. Oh. Is that what I got going on? I think you're gonna get cut down. Yeah, that was gonna get cut down to those, and these are all the same. Huh. I got an idea. I'm gonna make 2 cuts right. Okay. Those are those. That's that. Okay. So those should be new edges. They look pretty good. Do look pretty good. Factory edges. And my crazy idea was to actually just like take this whole brick and run it through all at the same time, but I think that's a little too ambitious. Here too. Granted, they all need roughly about the same amount of material. Squared, correct. Okay, so there. You. Okay, what's my length? Oh. Okay. Double check that right quick before. You know what? I'm getting to get too excited about that, though. After making sure all these spaces here are flat, and then went to the other edge, and then scored like a little line across all of them, so that way I can cut all these to the dimension I start working my way through these. Now I'm just gonna make sure I got enough room. Okay. Not dig dog. We're not perfect. We're not perfect, but like for top furniture, I can live with this. I can live with this really well. So just set that stuff over there, because that's where it's gonna live. Second. Oh, you're the scrap piece from earlier. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I thought we were gonna do that sooner, but okay. I got any reference faces here. No reference faces here. Got one there. So I want to keep that. And what did I decide these things were going to be? I decided these things were going to be 17. So better grab that. There we go. Bloop. Done. Then measure twice, cut once. 17 inches. Woohoo! So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one. Then this one will basically become the master reference for pieces. There we go. So, how do our other pieces? I'm gonna beat Metroid tonight! Woo! That sounds like fun. Brandon. Have an even comparison, so find all my edges that have lines. Then all these edges that I've got lines on, I'm gonna go ahead and just send it through the table saw right quick so I can have a smooth both the edges. Yeah, that edge has got a bit of a wobble, and that one's actually. We're gonna make everything even better. So, set a little stack of those off on the workbench. This. And table saw time. The Legend of Doom mod. Legend of Zelda, but Doom. Sounds like fun. Okay. Nice. Both sides. Got a little bit of unevenness here, but let's grab our basically master ball. And let's see. We're looking pretty good. Get it better. Yeah, there we go. Even Stevens. Just gotta clean up these edges on this side of the world. So, one's actually one of these is fine. Those. So, that's good. Still waiting for our Age of Empires stream? I gotta drink some water after that comment, but hey, you say when, and I'm there. Because you have physical copies of the game, and I have digital copy. I didn't think you would say yes. I mean, that's like the best game ever. Okay, let's check with these pieces right quick before we move on. A little bit of it wasn't really super measuring did, but let's see, what's my overall length looking like at this? Okay. Oh boy, what have I done? I mean, I'm willing to play Age of Empires with you or anyone. AoE 2 is a good time, and it's actually been a while since I've played. A while. And we'll just live with that for... I'm trying to think about, like, how these are going to be used. Good thing the Steam summer sale's happening now. That it is. Whew. Let's see. Man, what am I doing here? Those pieces. These pieces, I'm pretty happy with it. So far at this point. So these are all going to get connected together with pocket hole screws. So these are all going to come together as pocket hole screws. That I wish to preserve the utility of my table saw as nothing more than a table. I need to practice. Okay, practicing is good, but also knowing what's good against what is also like really good as well. Like, for example, in like Age of Empires 2, if you want to beat cavalry, you use pokeboys. Archers, you want to use, like, if you're fighting archers, use cavalry. Like, everything has something that it's weak to, and learning what certain things are weak to is probably going to be the most important thing. Because learning the counter units for the units you're fighting will help you out a lot, and also just, let's see, learning the counters and also learning a little bit of basic build order. And I don't always follow basic build order. I don't play competitively. But if you want to be really good, get yourself a really solid build order. Okay. Yeah, actually, I want to start working on those. So we're gonna push that. We're just gonna be like the most cat thing ever and just push everything off to the side. Everything gets pushed off to the side. Because we're gonna be playing with the Crag Jag. Hopefully I set it up right this time. Okay. So, it just this part. Okay. Cool. So this part is thickness of the board, which is 3/4. What is it? Was a half, 5/8, and then 3/4. We're going to be using 3/4 boards. I just got to get that tightened up to the point where a board closes. So, get the board here. I fun. Be safe. I'll see you Saturday. Okie doke. Fun is definitely going to happen. Okay, so let me show you guys. Oh, I got a little bit going on. Here's the Craig jig. I've got it set up for 3/4 board. So we're going to start eventually putting pocket holes in this stuff. I say eventually because I also have to set up drill bits. Oh, what's up? Okay. Oh, is that my Allen key there? Allen key! There you are. That's an Allen key, alright. Okay, cool. So we're going to be doing 3/4 board. Let's see here. Oh. Oh. Hey now. Oh. Okay. For a second I thought well, I don't know. It has more give now. Woo! Little hard on it last. So go ahead and grab my set screw. Like twist in there. And so in order to set your pocket hole jig, you want to your shoulder of your bit. You want the shoulder of that to be on the measurement of the thick. So we're doing 3/4 boards. That's where we want. Ooh. Hey now. I set the set screw in too far. I may have set the set screw in too far. Didn't want it falling out. Hey now. Ah, okay. Because I think if I take it out anymore, it's gonna come off. Come off. So, when in doubt, the solution to every man's problems. WD-40. It's a little bit on that shit. Hopefully that we can use this to get the... Because the thing about this ring is basically our depth gauge. And it would be bad to not have the depth gauge. It's making some noises. Yay. It's making not happy noises. That's what it's making. Man. Okay, I was definitely a little too abusive of this thing. Last time I used it. Okay. Hit it with a light. Lube the shaft and unglued as manner as we can possibly do. And that's not working. Great. I got WD-40 all over my hands for nothing. Grab that set screw. Okay. So. Well, that's a bunch of poopers. So, in the face of this load of poopers, I'm going to go ahead and set the set screw back on. I don't want to lose it. Probably going to happen eventually. Probably again. File or something. Well, clean the grooves off of it. It's still perfectly usable. And it's going to get used today. But instead of doing it with the depth gauge, we're going to use another method. Other method is line that up and use painter's tape. So whenever the edge of this painter's tape it's there, that means we are far enough in. Oh. Cool. Now we're cooking. So each, I'm trying to think here. Actually, each one of these is going to pocket hole. These longer boards, these aren't going to get pocket holes, but we're going to put pocket holes. Each one of these is going to get a couple pocket holes in it. So, since this side has this sticker from the home center, I'm gonna go ahead and actually let's get Table Saw Coon's stuff out of the way. So that secure. Start making some holes. Okay, that's one. Okay. See what we got. Those look like some pocket holes. Cool. Oh, we'll do the same to the next side. Okay, and with that, I Yay! First board's done. 3 more to go! I don't know. I think I can do it, but... Ooh, yeah. That feels better. That feels a lot better. Okay. And bada banga, bada banga. That's oh, the joys of getting sawdust everywhere. Man, we're moving right along. I didn't think we'd actually be getting through the pocket holing this quickly. Okay. Final hole. Woohoo! Woo. Yay! Yay! We're gonna set this up here. Kind of get stuff out of the way, cause. Okay, so we got pocket holes screwed on our pieces. Oh. I didn't leave my bit in the... Okay, there it is. There it is. Hey now. But this is what I was looking for. Oh. Gotta get stuff out of the way. The joys of being a project YouTuber. Being like, man, I got stuff here. I have stuff over there. Everywhere. So, we're gonna set 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. So, what's gonna happen next is actually, can I bring... Actually, I think we'll move over to the table saw. Because this is where I'm going to want to assemble this stuff. Because it's a flat space and it's unoccupied. And right now I'm opening up the box of all the... Oh, wait. So I had this box of screws, thinking the screws were just in a box. No, they're in like a peanut butter jar thing. Oh, sweet, I don't need this box no more. It's one less box in my life. I like it when I can have less box. Oh, wait. Oh, that's cool, it comes with a chuck too. Sweet. I don't think that's gonna fit back in there though. Actually, I can go live in the Craig box, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this full of screws, set them there. Line up what we got going on here. So. Basically something like that. But for assembling, I'm wondering that or like this. Yeah, that looks good. Stand up, but looks good. That's all I care about. Well, I don't necessarily care super much about it having to look. But if it looks good, that's good bonus. That's always a good bonus when not only when a project comes together, but also looks good. Troublesome part. Crack the wood. I have to be a bit careful about it. Fine for you. So, overall, decent, but I did get a slight crack in it. That kind of does. Okay, so start zipping it in and don't cracking. I'm not gonna zip these screws in super tight. Just because of the noise the pine's making. Like that's what I got. Better. Ooh. This isn't here. Stuff lined up. Hey, do that. Off the chuck. Oh. Man. Probably. At this point, this has been definitely a little rough on the wood, and the wood's kind of thin too, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab 9/16 drill bit. And buzz it in, buzz it out. I don't know if that's going to work with my wood splitting because I can't get the exact angle that the pocket holes are going. Pocket holes going in so much longer. But you know what? Maybe not the best way to put pine together, but it's gonna work. Probably have to give up on pre-drilling holes. Woo. Bring that out a little bit. Okay. Look! It's one of those, what do they call these things? Rectangles? It's a rectangle! Now time for, like, the actual, like, test. Ooh, that does fit. Because it kinda... a bit smaller here. Back. But from this direction to this direction, it's actually pretty nice. So... I have a drill and a chuck. So I'm gonna go ahead. Wait. Did I just go through and not actually, like, drill? Drill? There. Woohoo! Okay. Oh man, we're moving along. Let's grab some of the... Got some 2-inch screws here. Get us pile somewhere. And wait, these are... Those are my Mikita... Ah. My Mikita chucks are behind me. And grab a Phillips. Woohoo! And another. Brandon, I'm kind of curious. Got split. Nope. No split wood. Actually. But. Well, let's get some holes going. Okay. And some screws. And final screw. Well, for this. Woo! Is it? Look! Wait, why is it sitting? Oh! I was like, why is it? Woohoo! First shelf done! Yeah! Oh man. So, one thing I was a little bit debating about in regards to this build was actually going out and buying 1x4 pine for this. Because originally I was thinking about I'll just use like some 3/4 plywood and I can just run through the table saw to get to the length I need. I was like, nah, it's gonna look better with if I use the ply. And actually, I need to like a quick thing. I need to make sure this is. Ooh. Okay. Well, I may have gotten a little overexcited. That's fine. Granted, I'm sure there's ways to happen. There's actually ways to make that happen. Okay. Not gonna worry about that thought I just had. Instead, cause this is gonna be a shop cart. It's gonna have drills, tools, screws, and most importantly, WD-40. Yeah. Oh man, this is okay. This is always the fun part of the project when it's coming together, and it's coming together actually nicely. I was actually really nervous about this because I hadn't quite fully wrapped my head around this project when I was like planning it out and like getting materials and stuff. So I was actually really nervous about this. But seeing how well this first shelf came together, I am really excited. Oh. First shelf is going to live down in there for a little bit, and let's grab pieces of wood for shelf number 2. Then once we get shelf number 2 put together, we'll move on to getting the legs. And then once we get the legs put together, we'll put the legs, the shelves, all that fun stuff. Oh. Gotta love it when a project comes together. Always a good feeling when a project comes. So, let me grab pocket hole chuck and handy dandy pocket hole screws. Okay. Still cautious because I keep hearing lots of sad wood sound. There we go. That's all I need. Okay. Oh. And what's the next one? Woo. Pinched the skin a little bit when that came together. Okay. Woo, that feels reasonably solid. Nice. This piece of wood will come here. This piece of wood comes here. Yeah. Okay. That there. This side around. All that nice. Selves a pocket holster. Boy, nice to leave the chuck. A little drill. Very good. Oh, what screw I didn't like you. Okay. Ooh, might have been a little... Actually, might want to back that one. Just a hair. Okay, how's that look? That one can probably be done. There we go. Perfect. That's good. Now have ourselves flat box. Actually, I'm done with pocket hole screws. Man, we're just moving right along. Panel. We lined up on our. Yep. We're drilling holes for screws. Pocket hole bit out of the impact and grab some screws. Okay. Oh. One screw in, two screw in. On to the other side. Yeah. Ha-ha! And with that... Ow! Splintered me. How dare you? Okay. And with this, shelf 2 of the project is done! Woohoo! Oh man, I'm so excited. Oh. Oh man, this is fun. Gotten real fun now. Oh. I wanna... something. This? Ooh, something like that. Yeah. 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 Actually, quick check. 2-inch screw gonna cut it for that. 2-inch screws are gonna be a little shallow, but I have a box of 2.5. As long as I can figure out how to open it. Can a VTuber open a box of screws? And... hell yeah, he can. Sweet. Okay. Oh. Go ahead and get some pilot holes going. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't even get through it? Huh. Crickets. Cool. Because I wanted to go ahead and get screw hole marks so that way I know roughly where to pre-go. Important to know where you want to go. Might have to actually use a... That's too much struggling. That's way too much struggling. I am not using a big enough pre-drill bit for these screws, aren't I? Yeah. Probably need to go up to the... So that was the 9/64 drill bit. We're gonna move up to a... what is it? A 532. I'm actually gonna pre-drill... I'm gonna hit that other hole from earlier. It's the... widen it. You know. And that should make it a lot easier. Screw the go. There we go. Yeah, because we only want all that bird noises when it's towards the end. Oh man, pretty sturdy too. So that's gonna go there. This is gonna come over here to this side of the world, and we are going to repeat our success. Got a little bit of sawdust in my eyes just now. Okay. So with that, got our marks. Got some pre-made holes. So up. Uh-oh. There it is. There, it lined up with the hole then. Okay. Sweet. So that's gonna be one. Add that there and grab all this fun stuff and on keeping on. Woo! Now, okay. That lined up and okay. Okay. That's one leg attached. And time for the last one. Okie dokie. David. Wah! Oh, big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch for we are in the home stretch. Okay. It's lined up. Oops. Oh. Go. Set. Process. Shelves. So I kind of want pop. Figure out how. What's the best way to like? Not only visualize everything the way I want it. Okay. Care a bit more. Granted, let's see if I use. Okay, well, I think that's actually enough being really careful about. Okay. So, those are the holes I want to make. One. Pretty much finally set. It's set, it's there, and there it shall remain. Oh, that moved. It moved. It's fine, but okay. That'll be all right. Okay. So I set those first two screws just as I'm fiddling with like where I want it attached to the rails to make sure like all that good stuff. So with those set, I can now begin to holes. On the inside where they'll actually like further secure the bits to the legs. Because I want to go a little overkill with the screws. Just to be on the safe side, you know? Not going anywhere. Oh, let's bring it cart around to this side. I would be able to work with that. So we mount this one on here, kind of roughly like so. Oh, actually get you. What would be the view you guys could see? You can see that, but I can't see. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna make some room on the table, and I think this is gonna be better shown if I do it on the workbench. So I'm gonna get as many things off the workbench as I can. And then move the project. We'll move the final assemblage to the workbench. We'll do something like this. It's a good sign that the shelf could take a fall like that and be intact and all that good stuff, so at least going to be reasonably sturdy. So let's see. It's out. Bless me. What's up? So we're going to be working somewhat like this. So need to. I want to get a rough idea of my foot. I have the thing once. Perhaps not the most deal, but here's what we got. So game plan. Use this ruler as a guide space between shelves. Okay. Okay. So and we're gonna zip a screw in. And then we're gonna do the same to the other side. Then that will kind of like set the shelf. Okay. So one screw in. I'm gonna bring this over to this side of the other side of the world. That looks really, 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 really good. What do I want to do? I was thinking, do I want to measure off the bottom of legs, which is over here? Or do I want to just keep measuring this space in the middle? Honestly, I think I'm going to just keep measuring from this space in the middle. That's going to be the easy, and it's going to... I like easy and works. Where's the correct screw? Got a couple different. Bada banga. Cool. So we had with that, our shelf is now set to our legs. So next step is to add for the steering screws. Okay, drill. I see how you are. One screw and two screw. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, okay, so that's one set of legs mounted to the shelving. Now we do it again. Take this, set it to the side. So, got our set up. I'm gonna bring project over. That, but not like that. Best. Here. My head. Oh, that's what I'm hitting. I'm actually hitting the webcam arm. A bit more. Man. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to just play too. That was not working. At all. Cable saw's not going to work because of the angles either, but... once you're in it, commit. Something like that. Good. Whew. Whew. Okay, this has been a lot of work. at this point. I really wanna... Well... Oh... Start measuring again. 1 1/4... 1 1/4... Okay. Oh man. Yeah, real sorry I can't be like super showy about everything right now, but really trying to like just dial down nicely. To that. Okay. Side. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we have what we need there. Okay. So, working this corner, just got the screw in. Basically, I've just been doing lots of measuring, checking, and remeasuring, and again. Because reasons. Here. Screw. Okay. Screw on that side of the wood. So I'm gonna check. So it should be good on everything because the bottom of this is 2 inches off the bottom of the feet on all 4 sides. So this shelf should be square and is all good to everything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling holes. Set more screws. That's not going anywhere. Okay. That... Let's put this shop cart in a very precarious place so that way I can show you what I've got going on. So, up top, sitting at the top ledge, this ledge, sitting at inch and 7/8. I want to make sure, because this is an inch and 7/8. That's quite close, though. Pulled in a little bit. So, since this is relative to where I want it, re-drill a hole, grab a screw, zip it in. And then here, I'm gonna want to pull that back in. And I'm gonna want to also like pull it back in when I. Hard to. Okay. Looks relatively good. Holes. Screws. And close to finishing. Patching everything together. Okay. Go ahead and take this. Actually, I got a better plan. So, desk. Move over that way. Bucket, I choose you. And then with bucket, got a something of a decent-ish platform for final step. Yes, we have finally reached the final. I'm actually really surprised this build's been coming together as well as it has, but I'm also very deeply thankful for that. So, it's time to attach some casters, so... Hey now. So, let's grab the drill. Re-drill some. Just enough to get holes marked. Finish them off. Okay, that's that. Now we're going to this side of the world. Boop. Okay. Let's get these casters attached. Huh, that screwed one in. Yeah, that's good. That's good and secure. Well. Okay. So, we now just have 2 more casters to attach. And we are done. My gosh, I was a little skeptical of myself. I said I thought I could project the stream. I was optimistic. I didn't know how much that was foolish optimism. So, okay, and then close enough. Cool. And so I'm also, like, if I'm going to bump the edges of these casters out in any direction, I'm going to just do it in. That way when it so, like in this example, how this, well, here, how that overhangs. 2 screws is fine for, like, securing this, because between 4 casters, 2 screws, everything's going to have, like, that's 8 screws that attach everything. It's going to be fine. But by having the poked out edge inward, it's just like less of a like thing to hit or whatever. Holes there. We'll mark those on the other side. All the holes are marked. Time to drill them out. And with that, we are done drilling holes for the day. So exciting. Go. That's on there. Ooh, one more screw. And last screw of the project. Let's go. Oh, come on. We can do a bit better than that. Yeah. Sweet. So, yeah. Everything's securely mounted. I'm going to pick this up. Take the bucket out of the way. And super alignment with that, but with this, and most importantly of all, I can park this cart underneath the workbench. That was actually a big design consideration with this, was being able to park it under the workbench, which hopefully you can see that. Granted, it's also getting caught on extension cable for table saw. That is everywhere. Come on, come on, cord. Get you out of the way. Come on. There we go. Wow! Got a shop cart. And we can put things in it. We can put tape measure. We can put drill. We can add another drill. We can put those screws, more screws, and of course, good old WD-40. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the utility cart build for today's stream. Thank you all so much for coming out. Thank you for just being there. Oh, man. This is... I am a little upset that this corner got a little too far out, but... hey, for shop furniture, this stuff, it's gonna work and it's gonna be great. But yeah, just want to say thank you everyone who tuned in. I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. And so next stream on Thursday, starting at the same time. What time have I been starting? 6:30 EDT. 6:30 EDT. I will be building a tabletop smokeless stove, because I would really like to have like a stove that I can burn like scrap lumber, sort of like the little bits and pieces of stuff that you see there, and then use that scrap lumber scrap wood to make tea. So that's going to be what's happening that's going to be next stream. That's going to be on Thursday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Once again, thank you everyone who tuned in, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Okay, bye-bye.